Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you three really cool telephones. These are Jeff's from North Carolina, and these are all eBay purchases. And so what we have here in the back is a North Electric rotary telephone. We're going to be showing you that. This is the initial checkout. We have a 2554 and another 2554, and they all have various issues going on with them. So we have the cover loose to this one, and we'll go ahead and remove the cover. And I want to show you here. We've checked this telephone out, and somebody has installed a handset cord here, and then they pulled it out, and what they've done is they bent the pins, and this telephone, the handset does not work. So we need to adjust the contacts at the modular port. Now, neither one of these 2554's have a polarity protect circuit in them, and so we want to get a polarity protect circuit because you may plug this telephone in somewhere and it may not work properly, and so you got a 50-50 chance. Now, this one is a wall mount. You can go ahead and plug it right into a wall-mounted jack and then secure it, and that telephone will work. This telephone on this side, we want to remove the cover. It does not have a polarity protect circuit either, and so we need to get a circuit installed in this telephone. Now, this telephone is hardwired, so we're going to be installing a modular line port that Jeff can simply bring in and plug into this telephone on the inside, and that way he can mount the telephone on the wall. We need to go through this telephone also and get the polarity protect circuit, the modular line cord plug installed, and then we also want to take the black handset cord and we want to fix this up a little bit. We can get rid of some of the extra cord here and put new ends on that and fix that up. Now, this is the North Electric telephone I was talking about, and it has a rotary dial. So we need to go through this telephone also. These were cool telephones, and people really enjoy these. They're very unique, and they had a really nice design to them. So we're going to take a short break, and we're going to get a start on these telephones, and we'll come back and get some more video of these as we move forward in the repair. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are working on the black telephone. So what we've done here is replaced the modular handset plug. It was not savable. We couldn't adjust the contacts properly, and I don't want any problems with this telephone in the future that has anything to do with the modular plug. So we replaced that. I'm going to go ahead and toss that. That's of no use to us. So now what we've done here is replaced that modular handset cord plug, and it's in the telephone now. And we also repaired the handset cord and got some of that material off of it that was coming apart and coming unwound. And so we've also installed our polarity protect circuit. Now, another issue we found was the bell was not even connected. So this telephone, somebody went into it and disconnected the bell for some reason. I'm not sure. But what they also did, and you never know what you're going to get on eBay, is they're missing the hook switch. The cradle here doesn't even have a screw in it. It's loose. So they neglected to put that back in. So you never know what you're going to get off eBay. We work on a lot of telephones that come in from eBay purchases, and we find little quirky kind of things going on with them because basically you have people that really don't know what they're doing working on the telephone, and they don't really care because they're going to sell them. And that's why I always say, generally, you don't get a good telephone on eBay or auction houses unless it's never been messed with. And a lot of times what will happen is they know the telephone has issues, so they sell it. and that's how you get a hold of them, which is great for the customer that's purchasing it, because once the telephone's repaired, you got a nice telephone. These 2554's are good telephones. So now we don't have to worry about any kind of polarity protect issue with this telephone any longer, and we know no matter where you plug it in, it will always work. We're going to go ahead and plug this telephone in. We're going to do a couple of checks. I want to give you some dial tone. Now what we want to do is I'm going to dial our numbers out if you want to watch the analyzer. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch that red light on the analyzer, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is dialing out. It has receive, transmit. Now what we want to do is hold the hook switch down, and we'll ring the bell, and I'll let that go a couple times. I'll let it go one more time. Give you some dial tone. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break from the video. I want to get a screw, a mounting screw for the hook switch cradle. And then we'll put that telephone back together again, and we'll do a final test on this telephone at the end of the video when we repair the other 2 phones. And we'll get some more video as we move forward in the progress of repairing these telephones. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are working on 2 telephones at the same time. So basically what we have here, if you've never seen one of these North Electric telephones apart, I want to give you a look at what it looks like on the inside. We went through the rotary, made sure that was oiled, cleaned, and adjusted. We adjusted the points. We cleaned all the contacts, and your transmitter is in the body of the telephone. We also have a sticker here that says rebuilt by Telephone Repair and Supply Company, Chicago, Illinois. It was tested, and the date is 5/71. So this telephone's been around for a while, and that gives you a look at that. Now we're going to do this telephone in the final checkout. We're not going to check that one out on this part of the video, but we will go ahead and check this telephone out, which we have installed our polarity protect circuit. We also installed a modular line port, so Jeff can simply walk up to the back of this telephone and plug a line cord into it. We went through the connections. There was a lot of loose connections, and things looked like they had been moved around, so we got the connections proper and went through the network. We also went ahead and repaired a few connections, and now what we want to do is we want to check everything. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the telephone in, and I want to ring the bell. I'm going to let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time. I'm going to give you some dial tone. Now I want to go ahead and dial our numbers with our keypad here. If you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers go by. I'm going to end in a 2. And so now there will not be any issue with plugging this telephone in. It will always have proper polarity, no matter where it's plugged in. We want to transmit into the handset, so if you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is ringing in on a ring cycle. It has received transmit, and it's dialing out. We can go ahead and put that telephone back together again. We're going to go ahead and put this one back together, and we're going to come back and do a final check on all 3. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair of these three telephones. And we're going to start with a checkout on the white one. So we'll go ahead and plug that unit in, and we're going to go ahead and ring it. We're going to let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time. Go ahead and give you some dial tone. Now we want to dial our numbers out. If you watch the analyzer, you watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. Like earlier, every time you see that red light, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. So we know that that telephone is ringing in, receive, transmit, it's dialing out. We want to go ahead and take this switch box and push that button, and that gives us a line out. I'm going to give you some dial tone. We'll call a time and temp number.
Good evening. Today is Saturday, November 30th. The time is 7:29. Current temperature at 52 degrees. Mostly sunny today, a high in the low 50s. Partly cloudy tonight, lows in the low 30s. Partly sunny Sunday, a high around 50.
Okay. We'll call my number, and it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. Now what we want to do is I'll go ahead and plug in the black unit, and we'll ring that telephone. I'm going to let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time. Give you some dial tone. We want to walk through our numbers on that telephone. Watch the analyzer. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is ringing in on a ring cycle. It's dialing out, has receive and transmit. I'm going to go ahead and push this box, and we're going to call a time and temp number like we just did. Give you some dial tone.
Good evening. Today is Saturday, November 30th. The time is 7:31. Current temperature at 51 degrees. Mostly sunny today, a high in the low 50s. Partly cloudy tonight, lows in the low 30s. Partly sunny Sunday, a high around 50.
Okay. We can call another number. We can call my number, and it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. Go ahead and hang that telephone up. We'll plug in the North Electric, so I'll ring it. I'm going to let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time. Give you some dial tone. We're going to go ahead and dial our numbers, so if you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2, and now I'm going to transmit. If you watch that red light like earlier, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. Now what we can do is I can go ahead and push our button on our switch box, and we can call a time and temp number. Give you some dial tone.
Good evening. Today is Saturday, November 30th. The time is 7:34. Current temperature at 51 degrees. Mostly sunny today, a high in the low 50s. Partly cloudy tonight, lows in the low 30s. Partly sunny Sunday, a high around 50.
We can call my number and it'll be busy. Go ahead and give you some dial tone. Now that we know that these telephones have been repaired, we can return them to Jeff, and he can start enjoying his telephones. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.